Use it or lose it. 5 of our pixelated faces. Day 75 of our Supersize Your Business Annual Challenge. Today we're talking about cutting the fat. Not talking about cutting the fat from our diets, although we should do that too and take good care of ourselves. Talking about looking at subscriptions, recurring expenses, and making sure that we're actually using the things that we're paying for. I don't know about you, but a few years ago, I was in the real estate industry and I had signed up for a 5-day free trial for this great software program that would do all these things. Checked it out for a day, I think, and canceled because I was like, this doesn't do what it says it will, number one, and it doesn't do what I was looking for, number two, cancel. Well, lo and behold, thought it was canceled, just went about my business for the next 18 months before I was looking at one of my credit card statements for something else, and I saw this payment was on that month's statement. I'm like, well, that's not right. So I went back and I looked at my credit card statements, and lo and behold, I've been being charged since the day I signed up for the free trial $150 a month, which I had never logged back in, never used the software from that first day, and was kind of mad, right? I was mad at myself for not following up and making sure it had been canceled and wasn't on next month's credit card. But of course, life is busy. We forget, we move forward, we do what we're doing, and we don't always do that. We don't always remember to go back and check things, especially when it's illegal to keep charging people after they've canceled a service. So contacted the company. Lo and behold, they said, no, we're not going to do it. We'll cancel it now for you, which they didn't do for another month. But was it worth going and having my lawyer deal with it? No, we choose our battles. But it was a huge lesson to me to keep an eye on recurring things that come out of our bank accounts automatically. Nowadays, almost everything is automatic, which makes it really easy for unethical companies or for fraudsters to steal from us. And I don't want to be doom and gloom, but I also want us to be aware that that type of behavior is on the rise and we need to be vigilant. If you aren't looking at it every month, at least have someone in your organization that is actually looking at it and paying attention to it. What I recommend is, number one, you do a quick audit today, or you invite your team to do an audit today that goes through your credit card statements. And maybe you just have an accountant or a purchasing department that can do this. It doesn't have to be hard, but it should get done. If it isn't being done automatically, what recurring bills and what recurring services, software, there's so many places that waste and duplication of effort hides in our organizations. The bigger we get, the more likely that that's happening. If everybody in your organization is buying an individual subscription to a software, or more than a certain number of people are, you're probably better off getting an enterprise account for the whole company to use. Or if you can find out and ask for a discount by paying annually for something that you know you're going to use anyway. I've done that with a lot of different things. Even though they don't offer an annual price on their website, if you contact customer service and offer to pay in advance, often they'll give you like a 2 to 5 to 10% interest discount. I've gotten actually a 25% discount just for asking if I could pay it in advance annually. I'm okay with that, right? Who doesn't want to save 25% on something that we need and are using anyway? There's a lot of tools and a lot of things, but it's like every time your cell phone gets updated and you have all these game apps on your phone now, all of a sudden, that is like one of my pet peeves. I don't play games on my phone. Number one, I'm legally blind. Number two, I wouldn't play games on my phone anyway because it's a waste of time and energy, right? And I'd rather be creating something that makes the world a better place than playing mindless games and scrolling on my phone. All right. So today, I challenge you to look through and verify that you are indeed using all of your subscriptions or recurring billing things. I'd be willing to bet that there's maybe one or two of you that actually are using everything that you're paying for. I don't know about you, but I'm going to go look to get day 2 because I haven't done it for a little while personally. But I know, for example, in my household, we have 3 people with Amazon Prime. Do all 3 of us need to be paying for an Amazon Prime account? I'm going to ask them that today. Do we all need to be paying for an Amazon Prime account? Probably not, which is a couple $100 we can save, right? Makes sense. So I challenge you to do that professionally for your businesses, but also do it for your individual life too. I guarantee the average person has 5 to 10 things that they're paying for that they've actually forgotten that they even have. Gym memberships are a good example of this. But remember, there's things that you can offer as a perk to your employees. Just make sure that they're using those perks. Otherwise, don't keep paying for them. That's it. That's all I've got today. Traveling today. But if you need anything, hit me up and ask. I would love for you to join me on the school platform in Supersize Your Business school community. That's where you can really find me secretly. If you want, free coaching and free access and free help, that is a place to go because that's where I hang out. All right. If I can help you, ask. Otherwise, have an amazing day. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye. Eliminate those subscriptions. Bye.